السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، أما بعد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of Qisas Nabiyyeen. And Alhamdulillah, last time we finished the story of Nuh alayhi salam. Today we are going to read about Hud alayhi salam, inshallah ta'ala. So let's begin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ba'da Nuhin, after Nuh alayhi salam. So what happened after Nuh alayhi salam? Barakallahu fi dhurriyati Nuhin fantasharat fil ard. Allah blessed in the progeny. Zuriya is children of Nuh alayhi salam. So Allah blessed in the children or progeny of Nuh. Fantasharat. So intashara yantashiru is to spread. And so they spread in the earth. Fantasharat fil ard. Because Zuriya is feminine. We use intasharat. Intashara yantashiru. Fantasharat fil ard. وَكَانَ مِنْهَا أُمَّةٌ يُقَالُ لَهَا عَادٌ. And there was in it, in the children, ummatun, a group, right? An ummah. يُقَالُ لَهَا, they were called, يُقَالُ لَهَا, they were called as Aad. They were, or I'm translating, they were because of kana, because the whole sentence is going into the past tense. وَكَانَ مِنْهَا أُمَّةٌ يُقَالُ لَهَا عَادٌ. They were called as Aad. وَكَانُوا رِجَالًا أَقْوِيَاءَ. And these people, Aad people, they were strong men. They were very strong men. رِجَالًا أَقْوِيَاءَ أَجْسَامُهُمْ كَأَنَّهُمْ مِنْ حَدِيدٍ يَغْلِبُونَ كُلَّ وَاحِدٍ وَلَا يَغْلِبُهُمْ أَحَدٌ. Their bodies were, كَأَنَّ means it looks like, were as if from made from hadid, right? From iron. يَغْلِبُونَ كُلَّ وَاحِدٍ. They would overcome everyone. وَلَا يَغْلِبُهُمْ أَحَدٌ. And no one can overcome them. So these guys were very strong, the people of Aad, right? Very strong men, powerful men. With the bodies were like iron. كَأَنَّهَا. كَأَنَّا is sister of Inna, right? كَأَنَّهَا مِنْ حَدِيدٍ وَلَا يَخَافُونَ أَحَدًا وَيَخَافُهُمْ كُلُّ أَحَدٍ. And they never feared anyone, and everyone used to fear them. كُلُّ أَحَدٍ, everyone. يَخَافُهُمْ, fear them. The file is kullu here. يَخَافُ, and whom is the مفعول به. وَلَا يَخَافُونَ أَحَدًا وَيَخَافُهُمْ كُلُّ أَحَدٍ. That's why it's marfu, because this is the file of يَخَافُ. كُلُّ أَحَدٍ, everyone used to fear them. وَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ لِعَادٍ فِي كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. And Allah blessed for Aad in everything. كُلِّ شيء, everything. فَكَانَتْ إِبْلُ عَادٍ وَغَنَمُهَا تَمْلَأُ الْوَادِ. Iblun, or Ibl is camels. And كانت إبل عاد, the camels of Aad. وَغَنَمُهَا, غَنَم, sheep. غَنَم is sheep. And the sheep, تَمْلَأُ, مَلَأَ يَمْلَأُ is to fill. They used to fill the wadi, the valley. So they had good animals too. They had good animals too. And those animals like camels, Jamal, Jimal, they used to fill the valley. Ibil. Ibil is used for plural. I don't know the singular of Ibil. Ibil. بكسر الحمزة وكسر الباء. Both are used. Ibil is also used. Ibl is also used. Ibl is also used. Okay, so camels itself is used ibil. The plural he says is abal. Abal. I mean, it's a plural of plurals. Jamul jama'i abal. Okay. Ibil is camels. وكانت خيل عاد تملأ الميدان. And the khayl are the horses. Right? Khayl, khuyul. Khayl and the horses of Ad used to fill the Malayamlau, Tamla'ul Maidan. They used to fill the ground, the vast land, Maidan. وكانت أولاد عاد تملأ البيوت. And the children of Ad used to fill the houses. So everything they used to fill there. They had so many camels, they had so many, wa alaikum assalam, they had so many camels, they had so many grounds, they had so many houses. I mean, there are so many children, horses and camels and horses and children. وَإِذَا خَرَجَتْ إِبْلُ. See, he used with a sukun. So maybe I'm not sure, but if it's with a kasra, it's plural. And if it's with a sukun, it's singular. I'm not sure about this because I'm not able to find. وَإِذَا خَرَجَتْ إِبْلُ عَادٍ وَغَنَمُهَا إِلَى الْمَرْعَى كَانَ لَهَا مَنْظَرٌ جَمِيلٌ جِدًّا. Because he used singular here and he used with a sukun. And when one of the camels, because maybe it could use plural also, we can translate, because kharajat could be used for ghaira plural. Yeah. So when the camels leave, we can translate as plural, because ibl, I mean, we could translate as plural. When the camels of Ad leave, وَغَنَمُهَا, and ghanam is also sheep, right? Multiple sheep. وَغَنَمُهَا, and it's sheep. إِلَى الْمَرْعَى. Mar'a is the pasture. Mar'a is the grazing ground where you go and put your animals so that they can have grass and all this. كَانَ لَهَا مَنْظَرٌ جَمِيلٌ جِدًّا. And it had a mandar. Mandar is a view. It had a very beautiful view. Right? It looked very beautiful because they had these camels and sheep. So many hundreds of camels and sheep. They're very powerful men having so many animals. وإذا خرج الأطفال في الصباح يلعبون كان لهم منظرون جميل جدا. And when the children left in the morning playing, it was also a beautiful view. It was a good view. Mandarun jamilun jittan. Very beautiful view. Okay. وكانت أرض عاد كذلك أرضا جميلة خضراء. And the earth of Ad, the land of Ad, was also similarly كذلك, similarly أرضا جميلة. It was a beautiful. أرض is feminine, so I mean, it is culturally feminine, right? Samai. Jamilatan. It was a beautiful land. Khadra'a, and it is green. Akhdar, the feminine color is khadra. So it was green, beautiful land with full of camels and sheep. Fiha basatin. They had gardens. Bustan, the plural is basatin. In it were gardens, wa'uyunun, and kathiratun, and rivers, and streams of water, many streams of water. Uyunun kathiratun. So it was very beautiful, which the place which they left, the people of Ad. Kufran wa Ad. Kufran is the kufr of Ad. Kufran is also a masdar, right? Of kafara yakfuru, kufran. That is kufr Ad. ولكن عادا لم يشكروا الله على هذه النعم. Having so many beautiful things and so on, they did not thank Allah. ولكن عادا, but Ad did not. لم يشكروا. It was yashkuruna, right? Because lam came, you drop the noon. Lam will make it majzum. لم يشكروا الله على هذه النعم. They did not thank Allah on these blessings. Al-kathirati, many blessings. Ni'ma, the plural is ni'am. So they did not thank Allah on these beautiful, many blessings. وَنَسِيَتْ عَادٌ. Because Ad is a group of people, we can use feminine to them, right? وَنَسِيَتْ عَادٌ يعني نَسِيَتْ قَوْمُ عَاد, the people of Ad. That's why feminine is used for group also. Because it's it's like jama'a. And jama'atun is feminine. So nasiyat jama'atu Aad. The nasiyat Aadun, like, yeah, you can use Indians. So Vahabatil Hunudu. The Indians went. We can use feminine. وَنَسِيَتْ عَادٌ قِصَّةَ الطُّوفَانِ. Aad forgot the story of the storm, the flood which came before. التي سمعوها من آبائهم ورأوا آثاره في الأرض. They forgot all this because last time we read about Nuh alayhi salam, the flood which came and destroyed everything except the ship. Everyone drowned in it. So they forgot this Tufan, allati sami'uha, which they heard it. They heard about it. Min abaihim, from their fathers. Wara'au atharahu. And they saw their its effects, athar, its effects fell out in the land. They forgot all this, and when they're seeing these effects, also they ignored it. I mean, they became heedless. وَالنَّسُوا لِمَاذَا أَرْسَلَ اللَّهُ الطُّوفَانَ عَلَى أُمَّةِ نُوحٍ. And they forgot. Nasu, right? Nasya, nasu. The conjugation is naqis, Madina book 2. Like da'a, da'wa. We bring the weak word. It is da'u. Da'u with a fatha. Why? Because it was a dhamma before. So we'll keep it, we'll change that dhamma to a fatha. Da'u, they called. But for nasiya, because it's a kasra, we cannot change kasra to a fatha. Nasiya, and then we cannot say nasaw. Where did you get this fatha from? We cannot do that. We have to change this kasra to a dhamma. Nasu, because al aslu bil wawi ad dhamma, because with waw you have to put asl is waw. We cannot have, because it's so difficult to say, no? Nasivu, nasiya, nasivu. So they change it to a dhamma because that's the asl. So from kasra you cannot change to a fatha. So nasu, not, but for others it will be da'a, da'wa, da'u, masha, mashaya, mashau, naqis. So nasu, and they forgot. Limada arsalallahu tufana. Why Allah sent the storm? Ala ummati Nuhin, on the ummah of Nuh alayhi salam. Wasaru ya'budun al-asnama. And they also started worshipping asnam. They also started worshipping asnam, the idols. Kama kanat ummatu Nuh. Like the people of the ummah of Nuh alayhi salam. Saru, they became. So Sara is to become, right? They became worshipping the idols. But here I think Sara we could translate as Shara, started. Because there are some af'al al-shudur, the verbs of starting. So we can translate maybe as they started worshipping the idols, like kanat ummatu Nuh, like ummatu Nuh, the people of ummah of Nuh alayhi salam. Ta'budul asnama, like the used to worship the idols. Like the people, kanat ummatu Nuhin ta'budul asnama, used to worship the idols. وَكَانُوا يَنْحِتُونَ الْأَصْنَامَ مِنَ الْحِجَارَةِ. Nahata yanhitu is to carve. Nahata yanhitu. Let me check. Carving, I believe it's carving, because yanhitun, sculpture, carving, yes. Nahata yanhitu. Hafara is also same thing, to inscribe, engrave. Okay. To cut a block of wood into shape. So these guys, they used to make, because they were strong men, ينحتون الأصنام من الحجارة. They used to take the stones and make idols from those, because it takes a lot of strength, right, to carve the stone out. So they used to take the stone and carve idols. I mean, using their strength for these things. بأيديهم, with their hands. ثم يسجدون لها ويعبدونها, and then they used to prostrate to them and worship them. It requires a lot of skill and practice is to make these idols with the stones and then do sajda to them and worship them. It's ha because asnam is غير عاقل, plural, so it is treated as singular feminine. وكانوا يسألونها حاجاتهم ويدعونها ويذبحون لها وكانوا على أثر أمة نوح. And they used to ask them, the idols, حاجاتهم, their needs. حاجة حاجات, their needs. ويدعونها, and they used to call them, the idols. ويذبحون, and they used to slaughter لها, for them. وكانوا على أثر أمة نوح, and they were on the effects of Ummah Nuh. I mean, they were on the same footsteps of Ummah of Nuh alayhi salam, on the people of Nuh. Athar, footsteps, you can say footsteps. Athar, or the effects of they were following the people of Nuh alayhi salam. وكانت عقولهم لا تمنعهم من عبادة الأصنام, and their intellect did not prevent them from worshipping the idols. Their intellect, the aqlu salim, did not prevent them because they corrupted their intellects. لا تمنعهم, منع يمنعه, to prevent them من عبادة الأصنام. وكانت عقولهم لا تهديهم, and their intellect did not تهديهم, did not warn them. Oh, this is guide them, I think. Oh, sorry. Hada yahdi. Tahdid is something else. This is hada yahdi, did not guide them. And the intellect is hada yahdi, and feminine because uqul is plural. Tahdihim. Hada yahdi, tahdihim, did not guide them. وَكَانُوا أُقَلَاءَ فِي الدُّنْيَا أَغْبِيَاءَ فِي الدِّينِ. This is so true statement even today. And they were intelligent in the world, but foolish in religion. Right? We find so many people who are like that today. Right? They're so intelligent and they're so good when it comes to this world, in worldly transaction and so on. But when it comes to the deen, they're foolish. And they say, oh, I don't know what's the correct way and all that. Although the correct way is layluha kanahariha. Its night is like the day. The deen is so clear. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Udwan Aad, the enmity of Aad. Udwan. Oh, no, not enmity. Udwan is transgression, I believe. Yeah, transgression of Aad. Yeah, aggression. Yes, Udwan is aggression. Adawa is enmity. Udwan is transgression. وصارت قوة عاد وبالا عليهم وعلى الناس. So their Salat became, so the strength of Aad became wabal. Wabal, curse or misfortune. Wabal, curse, bad thing. We use it in Urdu also. Wabal. And yeah, curse, evil, harm. It became a harm on them and on the people. So the strength was of no use. They were so strong, people, but still, they became aggressors. لأنهم لا يؤمنون بالله ولا يؤمنون بالآخرة, because they did not believe in Allah and did not believe in the Akhirah. فماذا يمنعهم من الظلم? So what will prevent them from oppression? You have power, you're a superpower in the earth. So what will prevent you from oppression? وَمَاذَا يَمْنَعُهُم مِّنَ الْعُدْوَانِ, and what will prevent them from aggression, from transgression? وَلِمَاذَا لَا يَظْلِمُونَ النَّاسِ, so why should they not oppress the people? There's no one to stop them. Right? They're unstoppable force in the land. وَهُمْ لَا يَرَوْنَ فَوْقَهُمْ أَحَدًا, and they did not see anyone above them. They're so strong. I mean, who's going to stop us? وَلَا يَخَافُونَ حِسَابًا وَلَا إِخَابًا, and they did not fear the hisab, the accounting. They They were not accountable. Wala iqaban, and they did not fear the iqab, also punishment. They did not have any accountability at all. وكانوا كوحوش الغابة يظلم الكبير منهم الصغير ويأكل القوي منهم الضعيف. And they were like the animals, wahshi, wuhush, the animals, the wild animals of the jungle. يظلم الكبير منهم الصغير. The big one will oppress the small one. So if you're a strong animal, the weak ones, he'll eat the small one, right? The law of the jungle. وَيَأْكُلُ الْقَوِيُّ, the strong one will eat مِنْهُمُ الضَّعِيفُ, the weak one. This is how it was, the law of the jungle. Because they were so strong and with the bodies and wealth and all that, they started oppressing people. وَإِذَا غَضِبُوا كَانُوا كَالْفِيلِ الْهَائِجِ لَا يَلْقَى شَيْئًا إِلَّا قَتَلَهُ. And when they became angry, they were like fil al-ha'ij. They were like a mad, not mad, ha'ij, raging, ha'ij is raging elephant. They were like a raging elephant, like a mad elephant, an angry elephant. La yalqa shay'an, they would never meet anything illa qatalahu, except kill it. Now, laqiya yalqa is to meet. So anyone they face, if they're so angry, they'll kill it. Khalas, their time is done. Law of the jungle. There's no civilization kind of. There's no punishment. وَكَانُوا إِذَا حَارَبُوا أَهْلَكُوا الْحَرْثَ وَالنَّسْلَ. And when they used to war, حَارَبَ يُحَارِبُ, from three, they used to أَهْلَكُوا, destroy. أَهْلَكُوا, destroy, الْحَرْثَ وَالنَّسْلَ, the fields, as well as the nasl. Nasl is also the fields, but yeah, nasl means offspring. So kill the children, maybe. Yeah, nasl is children. Health is, that's fine, the harvest, the field. And nasl. Yeah, the children, the offspring. So they used to kill everything. The children, offspring, women, and all that, descendants. So they used to destroy the fields as well as the children, kill the children. وَإِذَا دَخَلُوا قَرْيَةً أَفْسَدُوهَا وَجَعَلُوا عِزَّةَ أَهْلِهَا أَذِلَّةً. And when they used to enter a village, أَفْسَدُوهَا, they used to corrupt it. أَفْسَدَ يُفْسِدُ form 4. وَجَعَلُوا عِزَّةَ أَهْلِهَا, they used to make the most honorable person in it أَذِلَّةً, the most disgraced. So as to make the most honorable, the most disgraced, the most who have respect in the society, they used to make him the most downtrodden. وَكَانَ الضُّعَفَاءُ يَخَافُونَ شَرَّهُمْ وَيَفِرُّونَ مِنْ ظُلْمِهِمْ. And the weak used to fear their evil. وَيَفِرُّونَ فَرَّ يَفِرُّ, and run from their oppression. وَكَانَ الضُّعَفَاءُ يَخَافُونَ شَرَّهُمْ يَفِرُّونَ مِنْ ظُلْمِهِمْ, and run away. فَرَّ يَفِرُّ, فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ, run towards Allah. يَفِرُّونَ مِنْ ظُلْمِهِمْ, and they to run from their oppression. وَصَارَتْ قُوَّتُهُمْ وَبَالًا عَلَيْهِمْ وَعَلَى النَّاسِ, and their strength became a harm and evil on them and on the people. وَكَذَلِكَ كُلُّ مَنْ لَا يَخَافُ اللَّهَ وَلَا يُؤْمِنُ بِالْآخِرَةِ. And this is the state, right? وَكَذَلِكَ, and similarly, كُلُّ مَنْ لَا يَخَافُ اللَّهَ, every one person who does not fear Allah, وَلَا يُؤْمِنُ بِالْآخِرَةِ, and who does not believe in the akhirah. Anyone who has power and he does not believe in Allah, his power becomes harm for him and the people. قصور عاد, the palaces of Aad. قصر, قصور. وكان عاد لا شغل لهم إلا الأكل والشرب واللهو واللعب. And Aad did not have any job, shughl, they were not occupied with anything else except eating and drinking and lahu, amusement, and laib, playing. وكان بعضهم يفخر على بعض في بناء القصور العالية والبيوت الواسعة. And some of them used to boast, فخر, I think, فخر يفخر على بعض, to boast on each other. Right? So some of them used to boast on the others. في بناء القصور, in building of palaces. العالية, high palaces. والبيوت الواسعة, and spacious houses. نعم. وكانت أموالهم تضيع في الماء والطين والحجارة. And their wealth would be wasted. أضاع يضيع. No, this is ضاع يضيع. Wasted في الماء, in water, والطين, and clay and stones. I mean, building houses and all those things. Even today. Right? وكانوا لا يرون مكانا خاليا أو أرضا مرتفعة إلا بنوا عليها خصرا رفيعا. And they did not see an empty space or a land or high land except that they built a high palace, a high fort. Except that they built a high fort. So they like buildings. They were constructors. So they build these palaces, high palaces. وكانوا يبنون بيوتا كأنما يسكنون فيها دائما ولا يموتون أبدا. And they used to build these houses. بنى يبني, and يبنو يبنيان يبنون. وكانوا يبنون بيوتا. I used to build these houses as if كأنما, as if يسكنون فيها دائما, they would live in it forever. ولا يموتون أبدا, and they would never die. Always building these houses. وكانوا يبنون قصورا من غير حاجة. And they used to build these palaces without any need. من غير حاجة. والناس لا يجدون ما يأكلون ويلبسون. And the people would not find what to eat and what to wear. I mean, the people are dying in the streets, but these guys are always building these palaces and all those things, wasting money on all those things. وكان الفقراء منهم لا يجدون بيتا يسكنون فيه وبيوت الأغنياء لا ساكن فيها. And the poor did not find a house to live in. بيتا يسكنون فيه وبيوت الأغنياء, and the houses of the rich لا ساكن فيها. There's no resident in it. Right? The houses of the rich are empty, and the poor don't have houses to live. ومن رآهم ورأى قصورهم عرف أنهم لا يؤمنون بالآخرة. And whoever saw them and saw their palaces knew, عرف, he knew that أنهم لا يؤمنون بالآخرة. He would know that they do not believe in the Akhirah. Right? That they do not believe in the Akhirah. So they knew that looking at their palaces and all that, it's all, there's that they waste money and waste their skills in making idols as well as palaces. Inshallah, we'll read this in our next class. Hud. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the messenger Hud to these people, these strong people. And what happened after that, we'll read Hud. And then we have Da'wah to Hud. Inshallah ta'ala. Jawabul Qawm. How did they reply? All this we'll read in our next class. Jazakallahu Khairan. Barakallahu feekum. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.